Welcome to Menopause Strong with me, Kirsty. This is day number 23 and we're working on strengthening your upper body and core. This is our 31-day journey where we're building strength, improving muscle tone and boosting your energy to build a stronger, fitter you. And today we've got our warm-up. We've got our main part of the session where I'm going to be using a medium set of weights and a lighter set of weights. And then we have our cool down by the end. We've got some work down onto the mat, but we've also got a lot of work up onto our feet as well. So if you're ready, let's get going. So let's start with our warm-up. We're going to start with some side bends. So feet nice and wide apart. One fingertip comes up onto the temples and we're going to slide down onto one side, coming back up, switching over and slide down the other side. Now, as you start to warm up and increase your range here, you're tightening into your tummy muscles and starting to lengthen through the side and then contract the side to bring yourself back up again. So lengthening through the side here, and then as you come up, you're shortening up through the side. Well done. So starting to more than just going through the motion, you're using those muscles to bring yourself back up. Well done. From here, we're gonna bring the foot back, bring the arms up, and we're gonna switch. So we're gonna tap, tap, tap. So warming up the abdominal muscles here, but also warming up the arms and shoulders. Bit of heart and lungs as well for good measure. Good. Well done. So just keep tapping away. Bringing the arms up each time, keeping your upper body nice and strong and straight. 2, 1, take a rest, perfect. From here, we're gonna bring one knee up and then you're gonna twist over the bent knee, put the foot down and then go to the other side. So twist, down, twist, down, twist, down, good. And with these kind of twisting movements, we wanna start with quite a small range of movement and then build it up. So then you can twist more as you are a little warmer. But to start with, just starting off nice and slow, reduced range of movement until you know that everything is feeling good. Well done. Amazing, take a rest. Final little warm-up exercise we're gonna do, and we're gonna do a press up on our raised surface or your wall, if that's the level you're at, into a supported child's pose. So we're just gonna really mobilize through the upper body and through the chest and arms. So into your press up position, just do a little press up here. It doesn't need to be a full press. And then from here, you're just gonna push back, stretching out through the arms, coming back into your press up position, press down, coming back up, and then into your child's pose position here. And of course, if you normally do your press ups onto a wall, then you can do the same thing. So really just mobilizing through. Doesn't have to be a full press. We do have some press ups in the plan coming up today. Bit of a spoiler alert. One more. Good job. Take a rest. Okay, I'm going to get my weights ready and we're going to get this session started. So you're going to start standing up with some workspace ahead of you, and we're going to start with a hand walkout. Now you can do this with a bent knee and squat into it, or with a straight knee, but we're going to start with the chin coming down to the chest, rolling forwards, walking out onto the mat. If you need to drop the knees down here, then you can, and then coming back up, pushing up through the heels and coming up to stand. So we're going to work through 40 seconds of these. And what I want you to do is to finish your set of these onto the mat. So we're going to be finishing in a down position. So you might end up doing just shy of 40 seconds. You might be doing just over 40 seconds. So we want to end up being down onto the mat by the end. And finish the one that you're on, coming down to the mat. Just rest down here just for a moment, because we're going to be doing some shoulder taps. So If you want to work in your modified position, which is where we usually work, we're going to be doing the opposite hand to opposite shoulder, tap, tap, tap. You can come up onto your feet if you prefer, and of course you've got your options for the raised surface. So let's get going. Shoulder taps here. Whichever option you're doing, let's keep those hands really quiet onto the mat. So you're really keeping the hands controlled, and it shows that you're using your core muscles to really keep you balanced and stable. So the precision of where the hands go and the sound that they make, or lack of sound that they make, shows that you are using your core. Added to that, try and keep your back really nice and straight. Pelvis is neutral. 2, 1, take a little rest. We're going to do one more of those, and then we're going to work into our hand walk out in the reverse way. So we will finish the shoulder taps, and then we'll come up into a bridge, and then we'll go back up into a hand walk out. Okay, it's all going to become clear. It's fine. Are we ready? One more time. Let's go. Touch, 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 touch. Good job. So this can be as fast or as slow as you want it to be. If you go really fast, it's really hard to control the sound. So what happens, sometimes you end up slapping away with the mat if you go really fast. But if you do go faster, you get a little bit more of a burn into the arms. So it's up to you what you want to do. So this is an upper body and core session today. So you could use either one to suit your needs, and it would still fit in with the remit of the session. 3, 2, 1, take a rest. We're going to stay in this position down here, and we're going to hand walk back up. So you're going to start either onto your knees or onto your toes, and then you're going to push back up into that standing position. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So back up to toes, walking back up, stand, and then back down again. Good. And this exercise can't be rushed, okay? Because you really need to breathe all the way through this exercise, otherwise you get dizzy. It's really important that you respect this exercise. You have the variation for the raised surface if you find this one too tricky. We want to finish this exercise in a standing position. Okay, so again, you may be a little under or a little over 40 seconds. Finish the one you're on now in a standing position. And we're going to grab your weights. I'm going to use my medium weights here, and we're going to do a bicep curl. So I'm going to bring in the elbows nice and tight, and we're going to curl up for a regular bicep curl. And when we come down, we're going to shift to the side and do a diagonal curl. Are you ready? Let's go. So curling up, nice and slow on the way back down, diagonal, up, down, back to the front. So really making sure that you're not using momentum to get those weights up. So you're not pushing the hips forward to swing the weights up, to get back down, to move them around, to swing up. You're really keeping your upper body really straight, focused. That's it, good. Just breathe the weights through, take a little rest. We're gonna do one more of those, and then we're gonna head down to the mat for our next 2 exercises. Okay, well done. Good. Are you ready? You're gonna breathe those weights through again. Palms are facing out, elbows are tucked in. Let's go. Curl up, nice and slow on the way down. Why? Because that's where we build strength in that eccentric contraction. We are building more strength. You're getting so much more out of your workout if you are going slowly, okay? That is science. It's undisputable fact. Okay, so go slow when you're doing weighted work. Especially helps you to stay focused and work with good form. Good, well done. 4, 3, 2, 1, take a rest, okay? I'm gonna take one weight with me down to the mat. If you are using your raised surface or your seat, you can also do this with a weight, it's up to you. We're gonna do a seated twist. So I'm gonna hold the weight sideways on here. You can have your feet onto the mat, you can have your feet off the mat, but we're gonna twist side, 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 side. So feet on the mat, makes it a little easier. 1 foot on, 1 foot off if you're trying to challenge yourself. Feet off completely if you want it to be hard. And if you want it to be really hard, then you're gonna pedal those legs. Okay, so you've got your 4 options. Okay, and it just really depends the level that you're at to which one you go to. So try them all. Start with the feet on the floor and then work up. Good. 3, 2, 1. Take a short rest. We're gonna do 1 more of those. Well done. Good job. So it really is, again, totally up to you. You're in week 4 now, so you should hopefully feel empowered enough to make the changes that you need to make. Let's go. To either make the exercises harder or easier. Okay, or we should say maybe more challenging and more achievable. Okay, because there's no such thing as an easy exercise, not really. There might be things that you find less challenging than other things. But when it comes to fitness, we can always push ourselves. We can always do a little more. So, you know, you just work to your level. Good. Keep it going. Well done. Great. 2, 1. Pop that weight away. Keep it to the side, somewhere where it's not going to be in your way. We're going to do some press ups now. So again, you've got your raised surface if you need it, and we're going to add in an isometric bridge hold. So into your press up position, whether you're on knees or toes, you're going to press, and then you're going to come up for a 3-second hold, and then you're going to press again, coming up, 3, 2, 1. So whichever level you're on is up to you. Good. Now you might be already on feet, in which case there's no transition there. On the knee, you're holding in, you're pressing down, pushing up, holding in. But if you're on your knees, modified press, toes come down, push up, hold, 2, 3, take a rest. Well done. So we're just adding in a layer here of difficulty with that isometric hold, because you are going to be using momentum to get up and down, okay? Maybe bits of your body that maybe shouldn't be involved, like the head and the neck with the press up specifically. Let's go again. But adding in the hold is just disruptive in a good way. It just really changes the exercise complexion, just takes sort of the wind out of your sails a little bit. Good. Don't worry if you're doing 2 seconds, 4 seconds, whatever it is. It's just an arbitrary amount, really, 3 seconds. Yep. Well done. 1 more. And take a rest. Good job. You're going to come up to your feet next, and we're going to do a overhead tricep extension. So I'm going to use my medium weight here, which is the one that I normally use for this exercise, holding it with the top, with most of the weight facing down. I'm going to bring it up and over and back down, up and over, back down. So down through the shoulder blades here, pushing it up and forwards just a little and coming back. Well done. Good. 2, 1, take a rest. Well done. Okay, next part of this little circuit that we're doing here is we're going to do a bent over single arm row. So I'm holding the weight onto one side, letting the weight feel heavy down through this arm, wrist underneath shoulder. Leg is stepped back and I've got a lot of weight pushed into the heel on the front foot. We're going to row up and come back down. Rowing up and return. Up, return. If you need to feel supported, you can do it with a raised surface, just like this. But again, making sure that you've got a good line from the shoulder down to that wrist, okay? Doing it in this bent over position here just engages the core a little bit more and you get a bit of leg work as well. It's always nice to have a little bit of extra value, isn't it, from your exercises? Take a rest, we're gonna switch sides. So again, just stepping back, keep that weight in the hand, make it feel heavy as it comes down, nice straight line, pushing the body weight over this front foot but through the heel. Let's go. Up, down. Neck nice and long, so I've not got the head up. I'm not looking down with my chin on chest. Good. Really good. Keep going. Great. Well done. Breathe it through. Doing really well. 3, 2, 1. Pop that weight to the side and pick up your smaller, lighter weights. And we're going to do a frontal to lateral raise combo here. So one weight is in front and one weight is on the side. Palms are facing my body on both weights. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise up and then switch over and raise up. So this is a 2-for-1 kind of exercise here. Making sure that as we do this, the shoulders are not, the wrists are not coming up, or the weights are not coming up above the shoulders. Getting my arm anatomy all confused there. There we go, got there in the end. Well done. And again, no wild swinging through the midsection. So it could be really easy to like swing around and swing around, but again, really difficult to make sure that you are controlled and stable. That's the difficulty. Well done. And take a rest. Good. From here, we're going to do an overhead seesaw press. So we're going to bring the weights up. One comes up, as one's up and it comes down, we're going to switch over to the other side. So imagine that you are like a puppet and your arms are on a string. Push, push, push. Perfect. So just up and switch and switch. Exactly right. Well done. Good. Brilliant. Keep going. And again, keep it nice and tight. Keep it precise. Breathe. Yes. Brilliant work. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. Okay, we're going to go back in for that overhead tricep extension. Okay, if you found that the weight was too heavy last time, you went for maybe your medium weight, and this time you want to go for something lighter, then feel free to make that change. Holding the weight with most of the weight behind, bring it down through the shoulder blades and push up. Down, push. Good. Again, nice and precise. Feet pushed into the floor. Well done. Just 10 seconds left. Well done, good job. take a rest. Well done. Okay, we're going to do that single arm row one more time. Now you can use a kettlebell for this exercise if you want. It doesn't have to be a dumbbell. I'm using dumbbells in this series because they're really accessible and lots of people have them. But if you have a kettlebell and you'd like to use it, then this is a really great exercise to use it in. So begin when you're ready. And if you're not sure what the difference between the dumbbell and the kettlebell is, apart from the way they look, the kettlebell is often thought of as a more functional weight because it's got an uneven weight distribution. So a dumbbell is weighted really evenly. You've got half the weight on each side and then you've got the middle bit. So it's a real even weight. It's really great and super helpful for all of these exercises. 2, 1, well done. But a kettlebell, all of the weight is in the bottom of it. So it's a bit more, it mimics things in real life a little bit more where things aren't so evenly spread. So it's referred to often as a more functional weight, but there are other kind of functional weights that you can use as well. And let's go. So you can use sandbags, you can use resistance bands, all sorts of different things that you can use to add intensity and complexity into your workouts. But we're using dumbbells. We know they work, and most of you will have them at least one set. Keep breathing through that row then. Well done. Brilliant. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Okay, we're going to go back to that lateral to front raise combo. So we've done front raise loads in this plan, we've done lateral raise in this plan. So this is where we just link the two together. So one on the front, one on the side. Let's go. Nice and slow. To the side, slow. Good. Brilliant. So just keep that pace. You don't need to be going through really fast here. Let's build that muscle. Yes. Amazing. Keep going. And take a rest. Final exercise coming up, and it's that seesaw press one more time, and then we're going to do our little stretchy cool down to finish off. And that's day 23 done. Day 24 is a balance and core session, so that's tomorrow. Let's go with this one. So tomorrow we're working from building strength and stability from within. Okay, so you talk a lot already about how the changes happen on the inside first. You've got those really, really deep muscles on the inside and you can't see them getting stronger. You can't see them getting bigger, but you can start to see them working better with your balance work. So tomorrow is all about that. So I hope you'll join me for that session. It's not a super intense session. Well done. And take a rest. Brilliant. Okay, really, really well done. We're going to do our cool down next. So standing, nice deep in breath and exhale. Well done. Fingertips just come into the middle of your chest here, just on the breastbone. Tighten to the tummy, and I'm just going to open up one side. Eye gaze goes over to where the fingers are, back into the center and over to the other side. So this is just stretching out through the arms, through the chest, and a little bit into the neck as well. Especially if you are a person who carries a lot of tension in the neck and upper back into the shoulders. This is a really nice little stretch to do. Well done. We're going to do some shoulder shrugs next. So shrugging those shoulders up to the ears, and just let them fall down. Ooh, feels nice. Up and down. Keep those fingers loose. Good. Don't grip the fingers because you're just going to make it even more tense. Lovely. Release. One more. Up. Shrug it up and release. Let's bring the chin over the shoulder. Nice breath in and over to the other shoulder. Breath in and breathe your way over. Good. You can do this from a seated position. Doesn't have to be from standing now. If you want to sit down, you can. Brilliant. One more. Lovely work. Okay, last thing we're going to do is just stretch out those shoulders. They get used a lot in these workouts, whether we're doing a shoulder specific exercise or maybe we're doing a press up. And the shoulders get used in that. They get used in a bridge. They get used in a shoulder tap. So they get used for a lot of the workouts where you're supporting your body weight. So make sure that you give them a little stretch out as well. Good job. Just hold across your body, stretching out. Let's have a little pace around, a little walk back and forth as well, just to make sure the blood doesn't settle. And when you're finished stretching, you are done with day number 23. I can't believe it. We are hurtling towards the end of week 4 at a rate of knots. Tomorrow, as I said, is a balance and core session. And then the day after that, it's a stretch and lengthen session. So we're working on a bit of range of movement. And then you're going to be into the back end of week 4 with just the 3 remaining days to go. So stay with me. Remember, every workout is a step closer to reaching your fitness goals and just to feel really good as well. If you like this session, please leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Like the session, share with somebody, somebody who might appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in supporting the channel more directly, so you can help me to make more of these videos for you, then please do consider becoming a member of the channel. You can get exclusive perks for the different tiers of membership. And if you are interested in that, then please do have a little look in the session description and you can click the link and all of the information will be there for you to have a little look at. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 24. Take care. Bye.